Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks so much for checking out this video. In this video, I want to show you guys how to play the song Yahweh by Elevation Worship. I'm only going to show you guys one way how to play it, and that way does not require the use of a capo. If this is your first time checking out the channel, welcome. I'm Andrew. I'm a worship leader at my local church, and on the channel you'll find worship leading tips and tutorials. If that's something that you're into, go ahead and hit the like button for this video, hit the subscribe button and notification bell to keep updated for future videos and help out the channel tremendously. If you guys have any questions along the way, don't hesitate to ask down below, and I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. But without any further ado guys, let's get right into the lesson for Yahweh by Elevation Worship. Alright guys, so Yahweh by Elevation Worship is originally in the key of D. The tempo is 78 beats per minute and the time signature is 6/8. And like I mentioned before, we won't be using a capo for this lesson, but before I show you what chords to play, I want to show you the strumming pattern first. The strumming pattern that we'll use will remain consistent for pretty much each section of the song throughout the whole song. The strumming pattern that we'll use will go something like this. It's going to be down, up, 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 down, up. That strumming pattern again will be down, up, 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 down, up. And what I'll do with the strumming pattern is I'll play it at full speed and then I'll slow it down right after. This is the strumming pattern at full speed. And this is the strumming pattern at a slower speed. If you struggle with the strumming pattern, no worries. Just try your best, keep practicing it, and you'll get it. So now that we have the strumming pattern down, I can show you what chords we'll be playing. And like I mentioned, we'll be playing in the key of D, and we'll be using 5 chords total within the key of D. So now that we have the strumming pattern down, I can show you which chords we'll be playing. Like I mentioned before, we'll be playing within the key of D, and we'll be playing the following chords. It's going to be a D major chord. You can use your standard D major or a D sus chord, which I'll be playing for this lesson. The next chord that we'll be playing will be an A major. You can use your regular A major chord, or I'll be playing an A sus chord for this lesson. We'll also be playing a G chord, and then also a B minor, and finally an E minor chord, or E minor 7. So to start off the song, we can go ahead and play the intro, and for the intro we will play the following chord progression. We'll play the following chords. It's going to be a B minor, and then we're going to switch quickly to the D chord, and then G, and then we'll go back to the B minor, A, which will be a quick change, and then into the G. And we'll play that chord progression a total of 2 times for the intro. The intro will go something like this. So then after the intro, we can go straight into the verse, and for the verse we will play a different chord progression. We'll play the following chords. It's going to be a G chord, D, A, to a B minor. That's the first line, and then the second line we're going to go into a G chord, D, G, and A. that's the second line. We're going to go into the third line, which is the same as the first line. So G, D, A, and B minor. The last line will play a G chord, D, E minor, and A. And we'll play that chord progression once for the verse. The verse will go something like this. Spirit of Jesus, living within us, never to fail or forsake. Unending promise, heaven inside us, whispers the sound of your name. So then after the verse, we're going to go straight into the chorus. And for the chorus, we will play a different chord progression. We'll play the following chords, which will be a G chord, A, B minor, A, D, and then G. And we'll play that chord progression once for the chorus. The chorus will sound something like this. Holy, holy is the Lord, worthy to be praised. Yahweh. After the chorus, Elevation goes into a second verse, and that second verse has the same chord progression as the first verse, so no changes there. And then after that second verse, they go into a second chorus. The second chorus has the same chord progression, so no changes there. In the second chorus, they do add extra lyrics to it, so they do sing fire rising in my soul, all-consuming flame, Yahweh, but that's the same chord progression as what we learned before, so no changes there. And then after the second chorus, we can go straight into the bridge, and for the bridge, we will play a different chord progression. We'll play the following chords, which will be an A chord, B minor, D, G, D, G, and A. And we'll play that chord progression once for the bridge. The bridge will go something like this. He who was and is to come is the one who lives in us, the great I am, Yahweh. And so then after the bridge, Elevation goes into one last chorus, and that chorus is the same chord progression that we learned before, so no changes there. And so to ultimately conclude the song, we can go ahead and play a D chord, and that's pretty much how we can play Yahweh by Elevation Worship. Alright guys, so that's the lesson for Yahweh by Elevation Worship. If you have any questions up to this point, leave them down below and I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. If you guys also have any other song requests or ideas that you want to see for future videos, I would love to see those requests and ideas. Leave them down below. And before you guys leave, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe button and notification bell to keep updated for future videos. I help out the channel so much. And also give me a follow on Instagram. On there you'll find updates and upcoming tutorials that you'll see on the channel. But otherwise guys, I really hope that this video was helpful to you. Remember to keep safe and I'll see you guys in the next video.